Hi, I'm Robin Tudor, and I'm going to take you through the basic process of EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, or tapping as it's become widely known. So let's have a look at the tapping spots first. We have the karate chop point, which is on the side of the hand, either hand. I'm right-handed, so I usually use the first two fingers of my right hand on the karate chop point in my left. And as you can see, the point is midway between the base of my pinky and the creases of my wrist. So this is the karate chop point. We also have the sore spot. This is on the chest. And if you just put your right two fingers at the base of your throat and slide them down your breastbone about a hand's breadth or about 5 centimeters, and then go off to the left side about the same distance, if you poke around in there, you will feel a sore spot. It's usually just a little bit tender, shouldn't be very sore. And when you find that spot, you just make little circles on it, like I'm doing right now. The other spots are the eyebrow point, right where the hair of the eyebrow begins. So you should feel the brow bone under your fingers. And I like to do both sides at once, so follow me and do that now. When we're tapping, particularly around the eye area, which is very delicate, we just lightly tap like this, with about the same pressure as if you were drumming your fingers on a desktop. Then we have the outer eye point, which is the very outer corner of the eye socket. Don't go all the way back here to your temples. You want to be right here at the very outer corner of the eye socket, and you can just tap there. And then the under eye point is directly below the eye, again on the very edge of the eye socket bone, in the middle. Then we have the below nose point, which is right below the nose, right here. Then we have the chin point, which is actually in this horizontal crease or indentation in the chin. So when you tap in here, you'll probably be pulling your lips back a little and it makes your voice sound a bit funny, like this. And then we've got the collarbone point, which is actually under the collarbones, right where the collarbone meets the breastbone. So you can feel the bump where your collarbone meets the breastbone, and then you can just roll your fingers down under that bump, and in that hollow place is where the collarbone point is. So it's actually under the collarbone and not on it. The underarm point is on the side of the body, and for a woman it's about halfway up your bra strap. For a man, say 3 or 4 inches down from the armpit. And you can do both sides at once if that's comfortable for you, or you can just do one at a time, and maybe on the next round of tapping you could do the other point. Then we have the top of head point, which is right on the crown of the head, and you can either tap right up and down like this, or you can go around in little circles like I'm doing now. It's very soothing. And then we have the wrist point. So the wrist point is about where the watch band sits, or another way to find it is to first of all find your pulse here on the thumb side of the hand, and then slide your fingers over to the pinky side of the hand. And you can tap right here on the wrist point. And the way I like to do the wrist point so that I can do them both together is to cross my wrists over like this, so that my right wrist point is actually tapping on my left wrist point. So they're the basic points.